Blood. Starring Lee Marvin.
Come on, Phelan, stop playing with that thing and answer me. Stalling won't help.
I better go out front, Lieutenant. Got to relieve Sergeant Emerson.
Okay, Gladys. Phelan?
Yeah, ma'am. Sir?
There's a couple of things I'd like to talk over with you.
Oh, I almost got it that time.
I'm talking to you, Phelan.
I hear you. This thing requires all my concentration.
You'll have lots of time to concentrate if you don't come up with some answers about that holdup.
It was a phony rap.
The officer that picked you up said you were running from the store.
Yeah, I was running, I admit it. I was late for a date.
What were you doing with that gun on you?
That lousy cop planted it on me.
What for?
He wanted to make a promotion.
Do you expect me to believe that?
Suit yourself.
How long you been in town?
Oh, a couple, 3 weeks.
Where'd you come from?
I ain't a northerner.
Come on, pin it down.
Mississippi.
You on the books down there?
Find out. You got the organization for it.
Come on, Phelan, you can either make it easy or hard.
Hey, look! I got it! All 3 balls in the holes. I've been working on this thing 3 days. You know, you must be lucky for me.
Something wrong, Gladys?
I got the sergeant's gun, 2 cop. I can shoot with either hand.
I knew you'd do it, Ma. I knew it.
Yeah. Get over to the wall, cop.
I'll get us gun, Ma.
Hurry up. You shouldn't have done that, mister. Now you mind yourself or you'll get the same. Come on, get back in there. Move.
What are we gonna do with him, Ma?
Leave him here. Lock him up.
Yeah, that's the thing to do.
Come on, turn around. Face the wall.
Oh, you won't get away with this. Shooting a cop, you'll have the whole force on you.
Yeah, you tell me all about it. If you're smart, you'll stay there quiet. You start hollering before we get out of here, I'll come back and blow your head off.
Hey, Ma, what about him in there?
What about it? Friend of yours, Sonny?
Yeah. Can we take him?
Okay.
Come on, Jerry, we're leaving. I told you she'd spring us. I told you all along. I guess you didn't believe me when I told you about Mom.
Come on, move, will you? You can quack it up later. Let's get out of here. Now you keep your mouth shut, cop. Come on.
It was one of the most daring deliveries in Chicago police history. An unidentified woman had broken into an outlying district station, killed a detective, and released Pete Phelan, who was being held for questioning in a recent holdup and had not yet been taken down to central headquarters. Also released and taken with him was another prisoner, Jerry Howes. I was assigned to work with homicide. My name is Frank Ballinger, Detective Lieutenant, M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police. This Jerry Howes, is there any connection between him and Pete Phelan?
No, I don't think so. They just took him along.
What was he in for?
Well, he was picked up on a warrant from Dubuque. Supposed to have killed a girl in a bar there during an argument.
This woman that walked in, she just put the shotgun on you and ordered you back here and demanded that you release them, right?
That's the way it was, all right. I've never seen a tougher baby than this one.
Did she just kill Clark in cold blood?
Well, he was reaching for his gun when she let him have it. Didn't faze her a bit. I'm telling you, I've never seen a woman like this one, never.
Sawed-off shotgun, huh?
Yeah, looked like 16 gauge.
Do you think there could be any connection between Pete Phelan and this woman? I mean, could it be his mother?
Well, he called her Ma. She called him Sonny.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. The entire alerted. Descriptions of the two men and a woman assumed to be Ma Phelan were broadcast to the entire state. Every available man was put on the hunt, and every man carried effective weapons. From what we knew of Ma Phelan, she was no one to approach without a gun in your hands. Everyone in the area near the district station was questioned. No one had seen anything. Apparently, Ma had transportation waiting right in front of the station. We checked the names of Pete and Ma Phelan through R&I and also the name of Jerry Howes, but were unable to come up with any Illinois records on any of them. Sergeant Grannis told us that both Ma and her son spoke with Southern accents, so all available information was teletyped to the Southern states. For the next 2 days, we checked out every possible place where the suspects might be hiding out. We searched Skid Row and talked to all possible informants. No results. Well, they must have gotten out of town.
We got roadblocks set up on all the principal highways. Nobody answering their descriptions showing up. Captain Gray. Yeah. All right, we'll check it out. Hold up out on Jurgensen Avenue.
Any tie-in?
Yeah, one of the thieves was a young blonde guy, and the other was a woman wearing pants. Huh? Had a sawed-off shotgun.
Let's go. We drove over to the liquor store on Jurgensen Street. If the holdup had been pulled by Pete and Ma Phelan, it would narrow down the search. At least we would know that they were still in Chicago.
It wasn't enough. They robbed me. They had to bust up all my liquor. There must be 3 cases there. That woman did it. After they cleaned out the register, she takes that shotgun and sweeps all the bottles off the counter. You know? Like this. Seemed like she was mad. Said that liquor was the worst thing people could put in their stomachs. That's what she said. Made them do terrible things. How do you like that?
Well, what did they look like?
Well, the young fella, he was blonde, a kind of medium-sized.
Hey, you all right? Here, why don't you sit down?
I guess it just hit me now. I tell you, I was awful scared. I'm sick to my stomach.
All right, just take it easy. This won't take too long.
I should have stood in bed.
When?
This morning when I got up. It was going to be one of those days. I knew something was going to happen, you know? Wait till my wife hears about it. She hates me having a liquor store anyway. Keeps me out nights, you know. She's going to be real sore when she hears about it. You got a cigarette?
Sure.
I'm telling you, I was scared stiff. That dame with the shotgun, I'm telling you, I never saw anything so cold.
All right, now, do you want to tell us what happened right from the beginning, that is, huh?
Okay. It was like this. About 11:15, they come in, see? Just a guess, but I think it was 11:15.
Yeah.
So, I had another customer in at the time. Didn't take any notice of him, you understand? This guy bought 3 bottles.
All right, go ahead.
Well, this young guy and this woman come in and they asked me for a soft drink. I don't make much on the soft drinks. But you know, I give as much service on the soft drinks as anything else. So I got the bottles out of the fridge and I opened them for them. They wanted to drink them here. So they just stand around drinking them. And, well, I was waiting on this other customer.
Did you know the other customer's name?
No. To tell you the truth, I never saw him before. You see, they built a couple of nice apartments around here lately. I've been getting a lot of new customers.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. Anyway, excuse me. They just keep drinking their drinks, and I filled this other order. And then they paid me, and they went out. Well, then this other customer left. Thank you. And, well, I was reading a magazine when this young fella and the woman come back in again. But this time they had, you should excuse the expression, guns with them. She had this short shotgun, and she walked right up and put it in my face.
Does the other man have a gun?
Sure, you know, a pistol, something like that.
And then what did they do?
Well, the woman did all the talking. She said it was a stick-up, and they wanted the money out of the register. I told them to take it, be my guest. I didn't want to argue with them, you know what I mean? Not with that shotgun sticking in my nose.
Did she open the register?
No, she told me to do it. She told me to open the register, take the money out, and put it on the counter.
Didn't want to leave any prints?
No, these are mine.
Then what'd they do?
Well, then, the kid, the young fella, he took this paper bag here, and he scooped the money into it. All the time, I was kind of watching the front door out of my eye.
Well, you were hoping somebody'd come in.
Heck no, that's what I was afraid of. If somebody had come in, they would have blasted me. I didn't want no trouble. I was scared, you know?
Anything peculiar about them?
Oh, yeah, didn't I tell you? They were Southerners. You know, you all and all that stuff. Deep South. Hillbillies, maybe.
Yeah, it's them.
Who? You know who they are?
Oh, no, just tying in with another case we're talking about.
Now, after they got the money out of the register, did they leave?
Yeah. No. The young fella walked over to the phone over here, you know. The pay phone. You can see where he tore it out.
Well, how much did they get?
Well, I had over $150 hung up on the register. That's what they got. Oh, wait till my wife hears about this. I ain't insured, you know? How dumb can I get? I've been telling her I'm my own insurance. Well, wait till she hears.
Now then they left.
Yeah. They walked out the door, but the woman, she turned around at the door and she put the gun on me and said, I better not try to call anybody for 5 minutes. And then they left. Of course, she didn't know I had another phone. You know, it's a private phone. The other one's a pay phone. Well, to make a long story short, I was...
It was just the man and the woman, then?
Yeah, that's right.
And you didn't see another man?
No, just the two of them. Brother, that was enough.
You think you'd recognize them if you saw them again?
You bet your life I would. You put me in a crowd with them and I'd show you. No question there. I'd know them. Excuse me. Bobby gets liquor, yeah? Oh, yeah, honey. Yes, sweetheart, that's right, I was. How'd you know? Who told you? On the radio. No, honey, there wasn't anything I could do about it. No, they had guns. What are you talking about? I did not. Look, if you don't believe me, talk to the police. Yeah, they're here now. Just a minute, hold on. It's my wife. She wants to talk to you. She doesn't believe me. She thinks I copped the money for myself. I make a bet once in a while, you know. She's mad. This is Lieutenant Ballinger. Yeah, yeah, you too, dear.
Lieutenant Ballinger.
Lots of luck.
Yes. Yes, that's right. Well, we're doing everything we can. Well, in money cases like this, we always try... Yes, he's still here. Well,
She's mad. Yes, honey. That's right. Well, all right, if that's the way you feel about it. I'll see you later, if I come home. How do you like that? She's mad. Still thinks I took the money, and I'm pulling something to cover. You know she's suspicious? Me and other women. How do you like that? Look at me.
Yeah, well, we may have to ask you to come down to headquarters and look at some pictures.
Okay.
within 3 hours, 2 more liquor stores were held up. Same M.O., same descriptions. But only one man and one woman. We couldn't understand what had happened to Jerry Howes. Arbogast and the other victims were shown the mug books, but with no success. We had a vague description of the car used in the second holdup, so we set up roadblocks on the principal routes out of the city. Special details were also standing by all train, bus depots, and airports. 2 more days were spent checking out possible hiding places for Ma Phelan, Pete, and Jerry Howes. But in a city of several million people, there are an awful lot of places to hide. We needed a break. Saturday morning, we got it.
Frank. Yeah, thanks very much. Just got a call from a used car dealer. His car was stolen there last night.
What's the time?
Well, a watchman sleeps in a shack in the rear of the place. He woke up just in time to see a car drive out of there.
Did he see the driver?
Mm-hmm. A blonde young man and a middle-aged dame.
Here's the address.
Yeah. I drove out to the used car lot on Cicero Boulevard. The descriptions tallied. Now we knew exactly what kind of car the Phelans were using. We put out an APB. The next afternoon, we received information from the authorities we had wired in the southern states that Pete Phelan had an arrest record listing suspicion of burglary, suspicion of robbery, grand theft auto, and assault to do bodily harm. Mugshots and prints of Pete were to be forwarded. When the mugshots arrived, we showed them to the holdup victims.
Mr. Arbogast, we'd like to have you look at some pictures, see if you can identify the man who held you up.
Think there might be some here, the people who held me up?
No, just the man, not the woman.
Mm-hmm. No. Not this guy. Looks like my brother-in-law. Nah. You remember my wife? She was suspicious I took the money myself?
Yeah.
She still thinks so.
Mr. Arbogast, we're positive the picture of the man who held you up is in that group.
Huh? Well, I'm positive, too. This is his picture.
You're sure?
Absolutely. That's the monkey.
Pete Phelan. Thank you very much, Mr. Arbogast, for coming down.
The search was intensified. Another day passed without news. The next day, I returned to the office after chasing down a wrong lead.
Frank, the guy have anything?
No, somebody else. Ballinger. Yeah, he's there. Well, hold on. Long distance Detroit.
Well, they could have gotten up there by now.
Yeah, if they got through the roadblock.
That's Captain Gray. Oh, hello, Ivy. No, nothing yet. Mm-hmm. When was this? Well, it could be, blonde, about 45, 50? It's possible. You want to send it down to me? Right, thanks.
What's he got?
We had a suspicion of a burglary there last year. Some woman wore pants.
Ma Phelan?
They don't know. She gave the name of Underwood. They didn't have her long enough to identify. Some guy put up bail and she skipped.
Well, what about pictures?
They're going to send them down to me in the morning.
It's her. It's her. It's her.
You're positive?
Darn right. I'd know those icy eyes anywhere.
That gives us a positive idea on all three of them.
3? There were only 2 of them. The young guy and the dame.
No, where's that photograph that came in from Dubuque this morning?
Oh, yeah. You didn't see this man at all, huh?
No. Shh. Hey, wait a minute. That's the guy, the customer. The one that bought the 3 bottles.
Yeah, Jerry Howes.
Well, thanks, Mr. Arbogast. It'll help us a lot.
I sure wish you'd speak to my wife. She thinks the holdup was a phony. Thinks I spent the money on a dame.
Well, why don't you have your wife call us and we'll try to convince her otherwise.
I might just do that.
Is this the chief's office?
No, this is the M squad. Hey, you're the... Yeah, it's him.
All right.
It's him.
Now, wait a minute.
It's him.
All
He's
right,
the one.
We'll take over. You're Jerry Howes, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. You guys been looking for me, haven't you?
You bet your life.
Well, I've been trying to get back in here ever since they took me out. I figured I was safer with you than I was with them. Look, I want you guys to understand something. I didn't have nothing to do with killing that cop at the police station. You got to know that.
You tell us.
Well, I wouldn't do anything like that. I mean, you know, I'm not the criminal type like them.
You're not, eh? Why did they want you in Dubuque for killing a waitress?
Well, now, wait a minute. That's a bum rap.
Oh, sure.
Well, no, wait. I mean, I got witnesses. I mean, I was drunk, and she came at me with this bottle. I saw red. I grabbed it out of her hand. I hit her with it. That's all. I mean, any man would have done the same thing. Isn't that right?
Where are the Phelans now?
Well, how should I know? I scrammed out. I wanted to get back as quick as I could. You know, that dame's kooky.
Where were they when you left them?
They're out Cicero way.
You got their address?
No.
Well, where were they when you last saw them?
Well, they were sitting in the car. We'd cased the place, and they were waiting for the crowd to leave before they'd take it.
You know the place?
No. All I know is they were talking about heisting it. I told them I was hungry. They let me go into a bakery to get something to eat. When I was waiting outside, I went out the back way.
You know that Mrs. Phelan was going to try to get her son out of that jail?
Well, he kept talking about getting out, but I figured he was just blowing off. I didn't pay any attention.
What happened after you left the station?
Well, we just drove around for a while. Oh, yeah, she brought some clothes for Pete to change, and she gave me the extra clothes to change.
Was Arbogast the first holdup?
What was that?
The liquor
store.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was 2 more after that.
You went on both of them, eh?
Well, I went on them, sure, but...
Arbogast said you walked in the joint like a customer. You were casing the place, weren't you?
Well, listen, I want you guys to understand something. When a dame points a shotgun at you and tells you that you're going with her, you don't sit down and argue the point. After that, they kept their eyes on me. When that woman tells you to do something, you do it. I seen what she did to that cop at the police station.
Where'd you sleep? Did you have a room?
No, I kept moving around. Every night a different place. Always on the move. A couple nights we slept in the car. I was tired of running. That's why I come in. Anyway, I didn't want to get my head blown off. You guys must have every cop in the country looking for us. I never seen so much fuzz.
What about weapons? They have anything besides that shotgun?
Yeah, they were loaded. Pete's got a chopper and a .45. She's got that shotgun. She treats it like it was a baby. And a .38. And another .38 strapped to her leg. She showed it to me. Look, kid, she's way out west, this dame, I tell you that. She keeps bragging about the fact that she's better than Ma Barker. She says that she killed more cops than Ma Barker ever thought of. She keeps bragging about it.
What else?
Wait a minute, that's all. What do you mean?
I don't believe you.
Now, wait a minute. I've been leveling with you
You
guys.
heard everything they said, but you didn't hear the name of the place you're going to knock off tonight.
Well, maybe I did. That was...
No, what is it?
Hey, can we make a deal?
What kind of a deal?
Well, you know what I mean. You can call the Buke and tell them I went along with you guys. I mean, you can tell them take it easy on me. Maybe I can come up with the name of the place.
I want to know where it is, and right now.
All right, you call the Buke and...
Right now.
All right. The name of the place is some kind of a box. Dora's box. Pandora's box. That's what it was. Pandora's box.
Mac, book this guy.
I'll have me a silver fizz. I like it nice and sweet.
Don't touch that gun, Phelan. Where's your mother tonight?
Right here. Let go of him, you... Sonny! Oh, Sonny! Sonny! Oh, my little boy. Oh. What have they done to you? Oh, Sonny.
Ma Phelan was tried in a Chicago court and convicted of murder in the first degree. Jerry Howells was returned to Dubuque, where he was convicted of manslaughter. And with our help, Mr. Arbogast, the liquor store owner, was finally able to convince his wife of his innocence.